on this morning. And thanks for everyone for joining us. So who went to Brighton last week? And please put in the chat how amazing Brighton was. Wasn't it just absolutely fantastic? And everyone's now fired up, ready for our next convention in Madrid. So who's excited about that? So today we're going to be talking about Explode Your Vision. So this is absolutely perfect time to get started, ready to, we've got another couple of months left of this year. And then we've got and then we've got the big run up to Madrid. So today we're going to learn lots and lots of top tips from our amazing speakers. And we're going to start off with the one and only Sue Worrell, who's an NMD in the business. And she's been a nutritionist for over 30 years, running clinics in Cardiff and London. And she's been taking Juice Plus for, I think, over 20 years, because it says 17, but I'm sure we need to update that, but over 20 years. And when you meet Sue, you'll see she's just a bundle of health and joy and positivity, and she's absolutely incredible, and she knows that our products like the back of her hand and everything about them. And so she's going to be talking today about our star products. Are you there, Sue?
I am, yes. Can you hear me? Yeah, all good. Brilliant. I shall share my screen and start straight away. So can everybody see the screen from now? Yeah.
Yep.
Everybody see the screen? Yeah. Fantastic. Okay. So yeah, I'm really excited. As most people who've been on here know, that last year I was out of action for quite most of it. And then before that, I was changing my business from being in clinics to online. And this conference has really set me on fire again. We have such an amazing product, and we should really appreciate it. Sue Aldridge gave a brilliant talk, and I'm going to go through today. I've gone to a different slideshow again, and I'm going to pick up a few points that I'm sure will be great for you, great to know what you're doing for your health, and great for how you sell it to others. So let's go. So we know our world is full of toxins. We know our water's full of esterols. We know everything is not good for us these days. We also know that the world is now full of artificial foods. They're growing meat. Supermarkets are jam-packed with things that are made in chemical factories, not in the kitchen. And this is going up all the time. And 20% of the UK population eats 80% ultra-processed food, which is horrific. So what we need to do is we need to look again at fruits, vegetables, and going back to basics and going back to nature. And all the experts agree on this. The number we need to eat, the experts are varying from 7 to 13 to whatever. But a big latest study in Australia, I think, shows that we should have a minimum of 10. So Wales, I believe, is 2.5. I think Scotland's 2.4. And not so good. We all need a bit of help. And Juice Plus is there. It's been there for a while, and it's going to be there for a long time. And every day that passes, there's more and more research coming out on why it's so good. So why I love the Juice Plus company is it just talks about everything else as well. All the aspects of health, not just putting the capsules in your mouth, but living the life you should be living. And vegetables are not just good for you, they could save your life. And why does our body love it? Our body loves it because it's from nature, because it's food, because it has a food label, because it's vegan and vegetarian, it's dairy and gluten-free. It's certified by the best possible certification, and it's the most researched product in the world. Now, Sue was concentrating on what the vitamins do in Juice Plus, and I know there's a scientific study out, and some people are sort of disappointed that it doesn't say more. But the thing is, we need to understand vitamin C is mega important. It's been out since discovered in 1932, and the difference is that vitamin C bought in over the counter in places like, I'm going to mention them, Boots and Holland and Barrett and any pharmacy, can be a completely different animal to the vitamin C in Juice Plus, because it really needs the rest of the thousands of nutrients, of phytonutrients in that fruit or vegetable to make a difference. So the whole point of anything we take in our body And vitamin C is the most researched. So this is why it's a good example. We've got the others as well. So we've got the vitamin C inside all the fruits and vegetables, plus extra that's extracted from fruits and vegetables and added. But behind them, they all have the thousands of nutrients that help our body make it bioavailable. Bioavailable means our body takes it in and uses it in our cells every day. And oxidative stress is an imbalance between oxidation and antioxidants and antioxidants. It creates oxidation, which is not good for us. So this is the background behind all illness and aging and everything. So don't underestimate the power of Juice Plus when we look at what's in there, all the wonderful phytonutrients plus the extra vitamins. And 14 of our studies prove without doubt that it's bioavailable and our bodies do put it into our cells. And 9 studies show what it does for our immune system. It impacts directly on our immune system. So it is really, really important. So if you people say, oh, we can get vitamin C down the road and it's only £7.50 or whatever, you ask them, do you know that's being used? Because if it's not being used, it takes our body a lot of energy and processing to get it through the system and out the other end. If we can't use it when it goes into our body, it just travels through and disappears out the other end, and we don't want that. Juice Plus vitamins and all the phytonutrients make a difference. And it makes a difference to these particular huge problems: heart disease, cancers, diabetes, and obesity. And if we do have all these nutrients in our body, we won't have so many toxins floating around, which have to be held in fat cells to be released later. We cannot have the toxins, so they're all encased in our fat cells. And when our fat cells hold on to them, it makes it very difficult to lose those excess fat cells because they are stopping us getting poisoned by the toxins. So it does make a difference to our obesity and our holding of fat. Going on now to all the benefits. So you can get all this information from the hub, and you want to look at the benefits of these different things. And when we look at the benefits of all the extra vitamins, which are part of the vitamins inside the fruit and veg and Juice Plus, then it also shows that it's as a production of collagen, and that is brilliant for our skin. And that, along with the protein from Perform, is an amazing way to make our own body make this precious collagen, which is integral for our connective tissue and our skin and how we look. The Children's Health Study, Healthy Starts now is amazing. We've had the Children's Health Study for so long. People like Nicola might have to keep calling it the Children's Health Study, but Healthy Starts is amazing. And if children do not eat fruits and vegetables, their body will never crave it. You have to put it in there so your body says, I want some more of that. So not only does it help you stop you eating the rubbish food, it makes you crave the good foods, and getting those into children is most important. And then also for adults who don't like swallowing capsules, they have the gummies the same as the children, but you need to eat more of the gummies if you're an adult. Obviously, you've got a bigger body than a child. So omegas, love the omegas. They are so amazing. When they first come out, I thought there wouldn't be enough the different things I got from krill, but there is. It's absolutely amazing how much is in there. So the big thing about the omegas is they've got this added vitamin D and zinc and lycopene, but the source of omega-3, which is the one everybody knows about, the source of that is from a thing called schizochitrum, which is an algae that the fish eat to get their omega-3, and it's grown pristinely outside the ocean. So we do not deplete our fish stock, and we do not interrupt our amazing oceans. So that's a brilliant thing. It also ensures that it's vegetarian and vegan, and it has a great quality. We know we need more vitamin D, and any extra vitamin D is fantastic for us. And the amount of EPA and DNA is plenty. I'm getting on a little bit now, so I take 3 of each, but normally 2 of each is plenty to have, especially if you have 1 or 2 oily fish a week. It's amazing the difference that will make, especially long term for heart, sight, brain, and joints. Complete. Love the Complete. I've been using them for years and use them in all sorts of different ways. They are Complete is a macronutrient because it gives us the big proteins and carbs and only a trace of fats. And then you can add whatever you want to that. And it's so versatile. You can make so many things. So for children, even if they don't like smoothies, you can make all sorts of pancakes and scones and different things to be able to get some really good quality food in their body, especially in the morning. They're also a very good source of fiber. They've got a lot of fiber in them, and they're brilliant for diabetics type 1 and type 2. I've turned around 16 people from being pre-diabetic or diabetic to no longer diabetic with Complete shakes and berries during the lockdown, highly successfully. Because of there might be sugar in it, but the sugar is as clean as they can make it. And also the fiber there's so much fiber that it slows that down. So it's slow release into the body and works really well. The soups work just the same way, except they're savory. I had people to lunch yesterday and they didn't know, but there were 2 sachets of soup in there. I use it to thicken a chicken casserole I make, and it's delicious. And it means you don't have to put any corn flour or arrowroot or anything else in it, and you put in all that extra goodness. So very, very versatile. Uplift, wouldn't be without Uplift, can't live without it. I think I got through 8 of them in the 2-day conference. I see Nikki smiling, yes. Especially when I walked 5 blocks with James Saunderson in gale force 12 with horizontal rain. Needed a bit of uplift. So it's amazing. And the energy it gives you is slow release energy. It's not a buzz. It's not caffeine. I'm really sensitive to caffeine. And it's a lovely slow release energy. And it's a great drink. And you can also put some, not boiling, but hot water in it in the winter. And it's a nice warming drink at 11 o'clock in the morning. Control, I don't use this very much, but I have used it with a couple of people in the past. People who are morbidly obese have a lot of weight to lose, and it helps them keep going, and it also helps reduce their cholesterol levels as well. It's made from this fantastic dietary fiber called it's called glucomannan. It's the konjac root. It's not a pineapple like people think it is. Made mostly from Japan, and it's what low-calorie rice noodles are made from. It's not much taste to it, but it is really good. And we need more dietary fiber. A lot of the stuff we eat, especially any of the fast food, it's got very little dietary fiber. It's really important that we have that. Perform, love the Perform, and it's a brilliant protein. So anyone who worries about protein, about soy, don't worry about it. Few people don't like soy. Their body doesn't like it very much, but not that many really. And the soy that they use in Perform is a different animal altogether. It is minimally processed. It is the whole soy. It is cold water washed, and it is completely clean. And the only plant protein that has all of the different essential elements of protein we need to keep going and to build new muscle. And because of the clean protein in this, put that with the vitamin C in the other things. So I've got a few people who just on Perform, but I make sure they have at least the berries as well. And that really works with the collagen production of our own collagen for our appearance and our connective tissue. Tower Gardens, fantastic. Mine's still stripped. I need to get round to ordering my seedlings and starting again. I've really missed it the last couple of months. It uses less water, less space, more yield, 3 times faster. And apparently a lettuce has got an 8-week journey or something like that. I can't remember exactly. And it's held in a plastic bag for a while where you can pick this straight off your tower. So Tower Gardens are amazing. These are the recipes you can grow on them. I mixed the top 2. So our product is unique. It has all these things that I mentioned before. You can read it off the slide. I won't read it out. And just believe in it, and just believe in it when you share it. And just try and remember and explain why the vitamins and the micronutrients, the phytonutrients and micronutrients in Juice Plus capsules make a difference. And if you see how much care is taken with the growers, and there were more growers as the company grows, and how careful they are with the growers, and the people who dry it, they had the drying process, and then the encapsulating process, and all the amazing certifications we have, you have complete confidence in this product is beyond anything else on the market. The whole company is an amazing company. There are now 48 studies apparently. I need to get the ones I've missed. And the President J. Martin has always been into giving it for charities and looking after charities as well. So that's me. If you want to get hold of me, here's my link. Got any questions, please feel free to ask.
Sue, thank you so much. That was absolutely incredible as always. Can everyone please put a big thank you in the chat to Sue, and also your top takeaway, and what do you love about your Juice Plus products? I'm sitting here now, I've got my shake, I've got my uplift, and I've got all my capsules as well. So I just absolutely love them. I couldn't live without them. And look, there's Sue with her uplift as well. So now we've got a guest. We've got Jeff Gardner. Are you there, Jeff? Is Jeff
Sorry,
there?
it might help if I unmute myself.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Hi there, how you doing? What would you like me to say? Do you want to ask me questions, or just want me to say why I take the product? What
Yeah, just roll away, Jeff. Just what you love about the products, why your results.
Well, having a refresher from Sue there a moment ago was absolutely fantastic, because I take these products daily and I take it for granted that they're just good for me. So Sue telling me what was back in them was wonderful. So thanks so much for that. I'm just going through some notes I've got here from 2017, when Natasha was sort of new into the business. And I've got something that says my story, and I was just reading through it, and nothing's changed. My story is the same now as it was in 2017. My oxidative stress was terrible in 2017. We were losing a business. We were nearly bankrupt. And Natasha said, you've got to take this product. And I kind of went, why? And she went, you just got to take it. It's good for you. And I've never really looked back. I take it every single day. Oxidative stress had released. Headaches had gone. I could cope better with the family. It said in this thing, even my 86-year-old mother takes it. Unfortunately, my mother's passed away, but right up until her death, she was taking shakes daily. We were grinding up the capsules into yogurts for her so she could take. Psoriasis, she suffered badly with psoriasis all through my childhood, and that went away as soon as Natasha put her on the fruits and vegetables. Her psoriasis was disappearing in the creases of her arms. Yeah, I love this product, and well, I can't wax lyrical enough about it, really. I don't know really what to say, what you want me to say, but apart from, yeah, it's wonderful. Natasha's feeding me information here. She said about my heart. I had a heart condition, and the surgeon who did the thing, and I said about the heart, and he said, I don't know whether Juice Plus really helped you, but I wouldn't stop taking it. And that was from a cardiovascular surgeon who said, just keep taking it. I don't think I can get much higher praise than medical to say keep taking it.
Absolutely fantastic.
I kind of run out of words to say, really.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you, Jeff. And it's great that like all of the members of your family, including your late mother, has, just got so many benefits on all over the body, not just energy or this and that. It's just, it just helps all of our body, all the cells. And thanks to Natasha.
As a family, I think we, on my side of the family, we suffer from fairly bad circulation. Probably why I had a heart attack and thing. But I noticed, as grim as it is, I noticed things like my toenails are better condition taking all the fruits and vegetables. My fingernails grow so rapidly. In fact, next to my desk here, I always have a nail file, because while I'm doing things, I'm just filing my nails and straightening them up, because they just grow so fast. Yeah, but it's an amazing product, and I love it so much.
Thanks so much for sharing. That's amazing. And hi, Natasha. I can see you there in the background.
And the dog.
Lovely to see you both. Oh, bless. Lovely to see you both. Thanks a lot. So,
You're welcome.
yeah, amazing testimonial there from Jeff. And then we're going to move on to Jen O'Cauley. I think I said that right, who's a QNMD in the business. And she joined the business in November 2021 as a full-time working mum of two, and reached the position of QNMD in June this year. And she's going to be talking about my daily focus to make a fortune. Are you there, Jen?
I am here. Hello, everybody.
Hi, Jen.
Thank you so much for that introduction, and thanks for having me on. It's fabulous to see so many faces. I can't believe it's been a whole week as well since Brighton, so I'm super excited about this call to like be with everybody again. And I'm glad that Sue mentioned about the uplift overload at Brighton, because I feel like I'm still kind of I've been on uplifts all week off the back of Brighton and recovering, but we're getting there. Anyway, so yeah, my daily focus. When James asked me to talk about my daily focus, what I do every day to build my business, I naturally started to think about 3 key areas, which is what I'm going to talk through today. So first of all, there's my business basics, living the mission and mindset. And it was just when I sort of was thinking, what do I do every day? How do I keep focused on my business? It's really, really important to me to show up every single day for my business. And those are kind of the 3 areas. So, and they're all interweaved. I do believe that that by being consistent on all 3 areas, they're as important as each other. I think often we'll focus in on maybe the business elements, which I'm going to talk about, but being consistent and showing up daily in all 3 areas has been absolutely key for me to get my business to where it is now and where I know it is heading. So first of all, yeah, it is probably the most obvious one, the business basics, the showing up and supporting my business every single day. There's a few aspects of that. There's obviously my team, my customers, and then continuing to grow my business, my DMO. Team and customers, it's part of my lifestyle, daily habits. I think everything I'm going to talk about, it all comes back to building those daily habits and getting into habits. But I have WhatsApp group, obviously, for my team, one for my customers, so that I connect with them every single day. I'm there to support everybody every single day, dropping a morning message in, opening up shop every single day. My DMO, like, we know what our DMO should be. If you don't, obviously that's something to work on. But having a really clear, fundamental, non-negotiable DMO, that for me, it has evolved over time, but that was really, really crucial to get sort of set really early on. And it's something which I talked to my team about when they join, and having that really clear. It has evolved, like I said, and over time. So when I first started, I was building my business in and around a full-time job. So I found kind of short, snappy rounds of DMO through the day worked. Now, thanks to this business, obviously, in a way, people would think I have more time. It doesn't feel like it. I have a lot more time with the kids, but I spend a lot more time on my business and supporting my business, supporting my team, creating. Sorry, I'm just trying to see if that's not my background noise.
Sorry, Jen, just 1 second. Can I just put it? Can everyone mute themselves, please? Is that okay?
Thank you, Paula. Yeah, and I spend time obviously like creating content, future business planning, that kind of thing. So my DMO now has evolved. That what I'm finding works really, really well. Evenings have always been a crucial time for my business, obviously when I was working full time, but even now, having more time with the kids, I can't focus on having those conversations, building those relationships when I've got 2 small humans around my ankles. Like, it just doesn't really work for me. So having that clear time in the evening is really, really crucial. What I found as working really well is setting myself a block of time rather than necessarily number targets for adding, for interacting, for building those relationships. So I have a clear block of time where I know nothing is distracting me every single day that I just spend on my business. I put my phone on do not disturb so I don't get notifications, because my WhatsApp does not stop. So even things like that, because otherwise I feel like it's really easy. You think you've interacted with enough people that day, but when you actually look at your numbers, it's really easy to get distracted, and not letting those basic DMOs slip as your business has evolved and grown. So building your network, building those relationships every single day is really, really key. And obviously showing up for your business and showing and posting about your business. That for me has been the area which I found least difficult. I was already that person. I posted on social media. It's why I made a great teamie. I already did it. Granted, not as much as I do now, but I was showing up on social media anyway. So that's been the easiest habit to build, to show. But I think part of the reason why I find it so simple, and this brings me on to my second element, is living the mission. It's remembering our mission. You know, our mission is to inspire healthy living in families around the world. I think about that every day, and I critique myself, my socials. Obviously, my business is mainly built on social media. I critique it every day. Have I inspired? What am I doing to inspire others? And remembering that mission. And I tell my team to do the same. I say to them, like, you know, review your content. Are you inspired by you? Would you reach out to you? The easiest way to inspire and to live the mission is to be actually genuinely doing that, living the lifestyle. So of course, products. So showing my products every day. I use all the products. My family use the products. You know, showing my daily habits. So starting my day every day with my capsules, my lemon water alongside, sharing that, dropping it into my customer group, showing it on my socials. But it's not just products, it's the lifestyle. Okay. And so for instance, as an example, I go to the gym. I go to the gym for me, for my own health, but also to inspire. If I didn't go to the gym, I can't post about the fact that I've gone to the gym. I've not inspired somebody else to think, oh, I couldn't be bothered to go to the gym, but Jen's at the gym, I'll go. So I go to the gym for those reasons. And then by the fact that I've gone to the gym, I can then post about products. I'm more likely to post about uplift and perform because I've gone to the gym. Whereas if I go through a spell of not going, my posting about perform definitely drops. So, but then I go for my business. It's not just about the product. So my daily focus I can't think of the title now, to earn my fortune. Whenever people ask me like what this business has given me, and when we talk about our fortune, for me, the key thing which I'm grateful for, and I remind myself every single day, is the time which I have gained because of this business. Like that is an absolute fortune for me in my life. It has completely changed my lifestyle. So getting that across. So obviously the fact that, you know, as a mum, I have significantly more time with the kids. I don't have to panic about things like childcare. A couple of days ago, we had an unexpected storm day. I feel like it was an overreaction, by the way, the school closing, but there we go. The school was suddenly closed, no childcare. I don't have to panic about things like that. My first thought was, actually, this is great because no, I don't have to panic about it. And that's great content to be able to post about that. Okay. So it was like happy day, storm day. But going to the gym, I go during the day. There are so many people out there who would love to be able to go to the gym during the day. I used to have to really motivate myself to go after my 9-to-5 job. It's the last thing that I wanted to do in the evening. It's busy. It's, you know, everyone's having to go then, especially like the evenings are drawing in. So I show that I can go to the gym during the day because I have that time freedom. And sorry, thirsty. And it doesn't have to just be things like the gym, but it's always reminding myself of, how do I inspire healthy living? So am I getting out for a walk? Am I cooking a delicious meal? I make a lot of reels of showing like step-by-step guides for salad bowls, things like that. What am I reading? Okay, so, and again, that's a time thing, that I have time to read, and that I'm taking time for myself to work on my mindset, which is my third element. I'm keeping an eye on time, I'm not sure how I'm doing. My third element of my daily focus is working on my mindset every single day without fail. But to be honest, this is the aspect which has taken the longest time for me to build into a daily habit. And I think it's the thing which is really, really crucial. But a lot of people, when they start a business, you know, we often, you know, we'll talk about like the importance of mindset, building a strong mindset, self-development. And I think it's really easy to ignore that, to think, I don't really need to work on my mindset as long as I'm adding, as long as I'm interacting, as long as I'm, you know, showing, like posting about a product. Okay. But working on mindset is absolutely key. For me, audiobooks are really, really important. Stacking my habits. So by going to the gym, it means that I'll then listen to an audiobook. So just a couple of key recommendations. Manifest by Roxy Nafouski. I can never say her surname. Hopefully you know the one I mean. It's the little orange book. Amazing audiobook. I'm on the second one at the moment, actually, Manifest Dive Deeper, which is a bit more interactive. You have to kind of do more tasks, which actually has been harder because it's harder then to stack the habit of listening whilst I'm walking or in the gym. But how many times do we listen to a self-development or an audiobook where they're talking about something, creating a vision board, for instance, and we listen, and that's amazing, but actually putting it into action? So that's, again, something which I've been working on. My other key recommendation is The Power, which is actually the sequel to The Secret. Everybody's heard of The Secret. But if I would actually, I went straight to The Power and went back to The Secret, but I much preferred The Power. Quick fire sort of YouTube clips as well, absolutely amazing for motivation. I'll listen to those often in my car. It's a 10-minute drive to my kids' school, so just whacking something quickly onto YouTube. If you're just listening to the radio every time you're getting in your car, you're losing valuable self-development time. And I mentioned then about sort of actually putting it into place around vision boards, for instance. So having a vision board, visualization, again, this is something which I do every single day. I look at my vision board every day, making sure I'm updating it regularly as well. The vision board, I've got a couple. The one that I use the most and look at the most is the one on my phone. If your phone home screen is a photo of your kids, that's lovely. My background behind my apps, you know, the one that I mean, is a photo of my kids. That's very nice. But my front screen, the one that I see the most, is my vision board. Okay. So I'm remembering, so to remember your why and why you're doing it and showing up every single day. So I feel like that is absolutely key. I'm going to just finish up because I read a quote this morning, and I'm bringing a teamie on in a moment to join me. But a quote I read this morning, just by chance happened to jump out. And because I knew what I was talking about today, I wanted to mention it. I actually used it for my morning post this morning. It was just by complete chance I saw it pop up. It was, I don't actually know who wrote it either. Mindset, habits, and routines are the building blocks for success towards your wellness goals. And it just really, really jumped out for me. For me, it really kind of encompassed everything I'm trying to do. But my business, it's remembering me, my wellness goals. If I'm on a journey, my business will naturally grow and follow that journey. So before I go off on another tangent, I have Paul, do you want me to just carry straight on and bring, I've got my teamie Jodie coming on.
Yeah, but can you repeat your quote? Because I was in the middle of writing it down.
Mindset, habits, and routines are the building blocks for success towards your wellness goals. I just absolutely loved it. It was just by chance. I just saw it this morning. So I'm going to print it out and put it on my board as well, actually.
Fabulous. Absolutely fantastic. Have you finished now, or did you want to, are you ready to bring your friend on, or are you going to, you still?
I think, I know I whizzed through things. I think that was most things that I had in mind. I'm not sure I've missed that. I probably have missed something when I look back at my notes.
Well, you can come back on and say them after Jane.
Thank you. So yeah, Jodie is coming on to share her journey. She's an SP, my team. I won't give her any other introduction because I know that she's going to chat through her journey herself. Are you there, Jodie?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
We can.
Oh, good. Thank you for having me on, Jen, today. And hi, everybody. Excuse me. So I joined the business at the very end of September last year, and I hit Partner Plus in October, and then I hit SP in November. And it took me until September to reconfirm as SP, but in that time, Jen's been talking about mindset, and she is amazing as an upline in encouraging you with mindset. And I think I did not have the mindset in the right place to reconfirm SP before I did, because it just wasn't there. I was getting really frustrated with not reconfirming, and I started to do gratitudes every day. So I'd write down 3 things that I was grateful for. I'd either do that in the morning or last thing at night. I started to do affirmations. So I was writing down, I am SP. I have got my bonus in my bank account. This is what I'm going to spend it on. And I'd write all of that down every day. I started to listen to YouTube videos about motivational speeches every day. And it really, really changed the way I felt about the business, and made me fall in love with it and want to do really well. And Brighton last weekend was amazing. It really inspired me. The speakers were fabulous, Jen included. And yeah, I'm just so excited about where I could be going with this now. And yeah, the future's very, very exciting. I'm now changing my affirmations into becoming SC and recruiting and all of those things, and just really enjoying working with my customers and helping them in inspiring healthy living, like Jen has said. So yeah, I'm loving it.
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much. And Jen, that was absolutely I can't even get my words. I was so excited. That was absolutely fantastic as well. I've not been doing too much at the moment, just with a few things that have been going on in my life, and I just really need all this power. And that's what I love about this community, is just everyone is it's such an uplifting business. It's so full of positive people. And when you're talking there, Jen, about all your mindset and the books and both of you girls just now, I mean, it is what it's all about. That's what we need. It just gets us up and get going in the morning, and that's what's great about the business. It's not just about taking products and weight loss and feeling good. It's the whole picture. So yeah, and I love that about what you said, Jen, about looking back and being your own critique on your pages, so that you can say, like, would I follow me? Would I be impressed by me? And all these little tips are just absolutely fabulous. So yeah, thank you so much to both of you for sharing. And again, can you put in the chat your top tips from Jen's presentation, and also a thank you to Jodie as well. So we're going to move on now to Shanton, who's an SSC in the business, and he's been in the business for 8 years and does this alongside managing a big European call centre. And over the last few years, Shanton's team has had huge growth, and he's had 2 promotions. So absolutely fantastic. And Shanton is here to talk about how we get paid. And as you can imagine, with his other business, is in a great place to talk about this. And so he's going to be talking today about working the marketing plan. Are you there, Shanton?
Morning all, how are you? I hope you've all dried out from Brighton. I've literally just about dried out from Saturday night. So what an event. It was great to see everybody. And as you said, been in the business now for 8 years. 8 great years, actually. There's not many companies that I've worked for in my full-time job where I've been there for such a long time. I've actually had a promotion in my other job as well, Paula. I'm now European Operations Manager for Sales and Customer Service. So I've got more responsibility, but I'm still here. And why? Because I get paid a passive income every single month. And that to you may seem really alien. But one of the first things I did when I wanted to start talking to people about this business is really make it as stupid as possible so I could understand it. I'm not the cleverest person, people. I didn't go to college, didn't go to university, struggled to make school. So I needed to really get down to a level where I understood it. Just in the chat, you all just put in yes or no. Have you ever worked in an environment where you have had to make sales? I just want to see how many people have worked in a sales environment previously in any job, doesn't matter where, just a yes or a no. So quite a few yeses, quite a few no's as well. Lots of no's, okay, fantastic. So I think looking at it at a brief glance, it's about a 50-50 split. Okay, so what I'm going to say to you now, I need you to listen into this, but this is the most important part of it. So those of you that have worked in sales, when you've worked in sales previously, you will have sold your product, your service in January. You probably would have been paid for it in February, and that was it. You had to go out and search for new business. And that was really tough because you only get paid once generally for your sales role. If you haven't worked in sales before, that's how it generally works in most businesses. In this business, not only do you get paid for, in the first few positions, for the sales that you make in month one, as you progress through the business, you'll get paid month one, where you've made the sale, month two, month three, month four. So what you do for 4 months, or what you do in the January, sorry, will pay you for February, March, April. And the reason what I'm using January is because what does everybody do after Christmas? A diet. Everybody needs to lose those Christmas pounds. So the work that you do now, whether you've joined the business and just starting out, whether you're new in the business, whether you've been here for a while, what you do now potentially sets you up for December, January, because people will order in December and they will want to get going in January. And it's really important you sort of grasp, I can do 1 month's work and get paid for it for 4 separate months. How good does that sound? It literally is a passive income. So I can go to bed off the back of a great January, knowing I'm going to get paid for that work in February, March, and April. We get paid the 10th of every month. Actually, the last few months has been a day or two early, which is always a bit of a bonus. But we get paid the 10th of every month. This business has been going for 25, 30 years. Okay, so you are safe in the hands, knowing that what you put into it, you know that you're going to get paid out for. And the bonuses are incredible. Like, genuinely, I work, as I say, managing a European contact operations center for a satellite broadband company. So a big technological company. My bonuses do not add up to £119,480 in any way, shape or form. I wish they did, but they don't. So in order to get those bonuses, you have to do something a little bit different. If you stay in the same job, and I'm not saying leave your job by any stretch of the imagination, if you stay in that same job and maybe get 10% of your earnings on a yearly basis, that's what you're always going to get. But by thinking outside the box, and I hate that saying, but thinking outside the box and doing something a little bit different for yourself, you will open yourself up to uncapped earnings and £119,480 in bonuses. Now, just out of curiosity, lots of you have got your hands up. Who would like any part of that £119,480 in bonuses? I absolutely want those bonuses. I don't care how much, whether it's £80, £75, £1,000, £10,000. I want some of that action. And the good thing with this is that, you know, when you work in a sales environment and you think, I've hit my target, but there's always that nagging thing in the back of your head, where, are they actually going to pay me? Because maybe they didn't think I was going to get there, and I did. In this business, you do not have to chase your bonuses from the management or your uplines. Once you've hit your number, and you will be shown how to do that within your team, they will just pay you on the 10th, maybe the 8th, maybe the 9th, depending on when the weekend falls. You'll just get that in your bank account. You don't have to stress over whether someone's going to pay it out. And the other good thing about this from a commission point of view is that you get to track where you are every single day of the month. So you know exactly where you are against your commissions and your targets and where you want to be. So you're not having to rely on a manager above you saying, well, you're nearly there, but they're never going to tell you. So you are in full control. And it's amazing. Like, genuinely, guys, I can't think of a better place to be right here, right now. Yes, it's been tough for the last 12 months, but things that go down have to come up. We are going up, and we are going sky high, because we have got a phenomenal team behind us that's going to help us. We've got phenomenal leaders within this business that are going to help you. The only variable really is you. You know, how much effort do you want to put into this? So for your first bonus, you know, it's £80. I think that's actually, and I haven't looked at the email because I've been catching up with a lot of other things that's going on, but we're just rolling out another bonus structure for the next couple of months, which means you can earn, I think, another £75 on top of your first bonus. That bonus doesn't actually mean, and it's not related to any other levels within the business, everyone can earn it. So again, I've worked in businesses where they only pay some people some bonuses, and then if you're a top achiever, you don't get to earn that, because it should be, everyone's available for that bonus. So really look at that, speak to the people, like it's a win-win. The second bonus is £250 paid over 2 months. And that's to encourage you. And the reason it's paid over 2 months is to encourage you to carry on building your business. Lots of people hit a bonus and a target in any business, in any walk of life, and then do this. Oh, and they forget, oh my God, I got to carry on running. If any of you have been on a treadmill and jump off the treadmill and it keeps going, and then you've got to jump back onto it. And it's a lot harder to jump back on because you think, oh my God, I've got to get up to speed. But it's a lot harder to jump back onto that treadmill than just keep going at that tempo. You might need to bring the tempo down a little bit just to catch your breath, but never jump off of it because it's so much harder to get going again. The third bonus, 750. So you can see it's going up, but the most important thing is it's achievable. And I'm going to go through the top 3 bonuses because if these don't whet your appetite, not sure what you're expecting. But the 9th bonus in the scheme is 21,600. And I am talking UK. Okay, so it may be different if you're in different areas of the world. That's another really big bonus to this business. You can do it around the world. The 10th bonus is 28,800. The top bonus is £40,000. Now, I am going to say this to you with a caveat. You're not going to get there overnight. Like any business that you do in any walk of life, you have to start somewhere. And I think listening to everybody that's been on the call before and that's going to come, you have to start. If you never start, you'll never get to where you want to go to. So from a business point of view, the business will back you. Now, I'll talk a little bit about, and I talk fast. I'm really sorry. There's so much. I'm so excited about this bonus structure in this business. So if you need to catch up with me, drop me a message. I'm happy to answer any questions. I know I talk fast. I'll try and slow this bit down though. When you join the business, to hit your first bonus and pay rise, and I'm going to stress the pay rise bit because you don't even have to go to anyone cap in hand and say, can I have my bonus and my pay rise, please? You just got to achieve it. All you need to do, and I say all you need to do because when I tell you, you're going to be like, is that it? Is 4 premium capsule orders or 5 shake orders. That's it. So I reckon all of you know more than 5 to 10 people that are going to want to improve their health in the next 6 months. I'm not even including you in that. So if you want to do it, I assume you're going to want to buy the product. So you've only got to find 4 people or even 3 people. That's it. And you get your first bonus and you get your first pay rise. And if you join up at the moment, obviously we've got the extra bonus if you bring a team member in as well, and that's a different story, but I will come into that in a moment. But that's it. And all you've got to do is that. I'm not asking you to go and find 150,000 new customers a month. It'd be great if you did. Geez, I'd be coming to you and asking how you're doing it. But 5 customers. Can you find 5 people that want to improve their health? I'll let you into a secret with this as well. You don't even need to know the 5 people. I don't know any of you on this call, but it doesn't mean that we don't all want the same thing. All you got to do is go and put yourself out there. Somebody, I'm sure I saw in the chat, someone put, with regards to sales, no, it scares me. Good. Because get used to getting yourself out your comfort zone. You know, when you went for your first driving lesson, you didn't know what you were doing. If you're a parent, and I'm a parent, I certainly didn't get any instruction manuals to tell me how to be a parent. That took me out of my comfort zone. I didn't know how to buy a house. I didn't know how to walk when I was a baby. It didn't stop any of us from doing it. Most of us, I'm going to talk for myself here. I'm not very good with technology. I'm sat here on a Zoom. It's because I've had to learn it. So, you know, take yourself out of that comfort zone and really start growing the mind. Somebody, I think it was Jen, was just saying mindset, you know, grow. You know, you look at the top athletes in the world, they train every day. We already know Usain Bolt was the fastest man on the planet. Don't mean he don't train. Dave O'Brien runs with no shoes on every day. Doesn't mean that he doesn't train for it. You know, you still do that level of training. Team members. This is the part that everybody gets scared about. But it's really simple because all you have to do is share what you're doing. Obviously, if you're not doing it, then there's a different conversation to be had with your upline. But do what you're doing. Take the product, post about the product, share the product, share your results. Fantastic. That sounds really, really simple, Shannon. How do I do it? Document it. That's it. I'm sure all of you have seen vloggers, people do podcasts. They're just talking about their experiences, and then people come to them saying, I need to do that. That's all it is. That's all we're doing. I'm sure if you walked into your family's house, you'd be able to tell everybody about what it is that you're doing, how you're doing it, and the results that you're getting. Okay, just replicate that on your socials, and who cares who's watching it? Actually, doesn't matter if they don't agree, disagree. Are they going to pay your bills? Absolutely not. So I just want you to think about 5 for the moment, the number 5. Okay, so you sign up as a rep to join this business. You find 5 people, you'll get paid commission for all 5 of those sales. Month 2, you sell your 5, you sign a rep up as well, and they sell their 5. You get paid on your 5, and you get paid on their 5. So you're getting paid on 10, but you've only done half the work. Month 3, you sell your 5, your second rep sells 5, and you get a rep, another one, so you now got 2, and they sell 5, you're getting paid on 15. But hang on a minute, I've only done a third of the amount of work because I've only sold 5 myself. Month 4, and this is where I'll stop. You sell 5. The first rep you signed up sells another 5. The second rep that you signed up sells another 5. And then you sign another rep up and they sell 5. You're being paid on 20, but you've only sold 5. And that's how this business works. It's really, really simple. It's a simple business model. I say that, actually, no, I'm going to take that one back because I had to work that through my brain. And that's the whole reason that I want to simplify it. You bring one person on, they sell 5, you'll get paid for those 5 as well. Not only that, you get paid for their sales, but they get paid for their sales. So then all of a sudden they're thinking, well, if Shanton's getting paid for everything that I sell, and he's getting paid for everything that Sue sells, and everything that James, why don't I build my team as well? Bingo. So now those reps that you signed up are signing reps up themselves, and you will earn off all of those sales. And that's really how it works. Does that make sense to everyone? Because in my head, that's really, really simple. Do you think, and there are people that will be sat on this thinking, oh, I'm really scared about signing people up. Do you think by signing people up, it would benefit you? Yeah, it would. Do you think it would benefit your business? Yeah, it would. Would it benefit the people that you've already signed up? Yeah. So now you just got to go out and find those people. There is no secret sauce to finding the people. You've got to put the legwork in. The last bit that I'm going to come on to, I know that I'm taking up a lot of the time here, but when you get to a certain position within the business, you get paid by what's called pay line. So if you're a customer now, you might have chosen one of the 2 payment options. Pay it up in full, so you pay the full amount for all the products, or you pay over 4 months. So if you sell in January, you'll get paid in January, February, March, April. As your team members also progress through the business, you get paid on over 4 months for those ones. So in month 1, between the 5 of you, you might have 25 customers. So you'll get paid in month 1 for 25 customers. In month 2, between just the 5 of you, you'll be paid for the 25 that you did last month between you, and you'll get paid another 25 for the month that you're working now. So you're going to get paid on 50 customers just between the 5 of you. And that's you as the individual. In month 3, if your team is still only 5 strong and you all sell another 25, you will get paid 25 for the first month, 50 for the second month, 75 customers for the third month. And in month 4, which is the payment cycle, still the same 5 reps that you have got underneath you, you'll get paid 25 for month 1. You'll get paid the 50 for month 1 and month 2. You'll get 75 customers for 1, 2, and 3. And in month 4, you will be getting paid for 100 customers. All you have done as an individual is find 4 other people like you and sold 5 customers a month for 4 months. And that's it. That's you as an individual, 4 reps alongside yourself, 5 sales a month. It's that simple. I hope that's helped everybody, whether you're in the business or not in the business, understand how simple it is to earn a passive income from this. Just another FYI, we sell it in 27 countries. So if any of your reps are in other countries, you will earn money while you're sleeping. I'll leave it there.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Wow.
No worries.
Like, my mind is blown. I've been in the business almost 6 years, and like, I think that I've just had a new appreciation of how to keep it simple and how to work this marketing plan. Like,
yeah, it was the most number one asked question when I speak to people was, I don't understand the marketing plan. Like, can you walk it through?
Yeah.
And it's really simple. Just say, yeah, just do this, do this, do this. But you have to sort of lead people to, this is how simple it can be, rather than just look at the big number. So break it down on a level which is simple for everybody.
And I think that, I don't know about anyone else, but I think that the fact, rather than just, lots of people say, oh, you bring in 5, they bring in 5, they bring in 5, you've got 10 customers each, and everyone kind of goes, well, that's great if everyone's doing 10 customers every time. Like, but the fact that you've showed us how, like, month 1 and then month 2, month 3 and month 4, how that can really grow, rather than it being sort of big set numbers every single month. So I don't know.
That's why I kept it really simple with 5 customers and 5 reps, yourself being included, because when you start talking bigger, people just lose it. So if you go with 5, it's just a nice easy number just to multiply up as well. So what I didn't obviously go into on this was all those 5 or those 4 reps that are underneath you. You've taught them to go and get new team members. So actually, when they start bringing in new 10 members, it goes from here to here really, really quickly.
Can I be really, really cheeky?
Yeah.
Would you be willing to draw out what you've just told us and sort of write it down and, like, maybe type it out or something? And if you send it to James or to myself, we could maybe make sure that everyone on this call gets access to that, because I think while we're listening and people are trying to write and things, lots of those little hidden bits might have been missed. Do you think you might be able to do that for us?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm pretty full on for the next few days, but I will definitely get something in James's chat, and then James can share it with the world. And then you can all come back to me and tell me it's wrong anyway, so I don't mind.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. And I know that everyone on this call would really appreciate that. So thank you so much, Shanton. Everyone give it up for Shanton. Absolutely incredible presentation.
Have a great weekend, all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hi, guys. So this is me, and I'm taking over the next part of the call. So fantastic to be with you all. I am quickly going to cross over to Mel's. Mel's has joined the Vibe Tribe very recently. She's just got her first customers. She is absolutely smashing it. She came to Brighton last minute and came for the day, bought herself by herself, so that she could come and be at convention, which I think is incredibly brave and just shows what an action taker she is and how incredibly far she's going to go in this business. So Mel's, if you could share your story with us, please.
Hi everyone. Thank you so much, Erin. I really appreciate having this opportunity to talk, and being that I am so new. I literally joined in October, so not long at all. I came to our first event. Now I go and I do a perform walk with Sarah, which was literally 10 minutes in the mornings, and it's called Performance and Perform. And all it was a few of us mums getting together to have a 10-minute walk. And I said to Sarah, after she mentioned about this convention, oh, I'd love to go because I'd really like to know more about the products. And she was like, my girl, you do not know, you do not just learn about the products. There is so much that you're going to get from this meeting, from this event. And boy, wasn't she right. I cried, I laughed, I shouted, I danced with the Vibe Tribe and had an amazing time. And I have been so inspired. I actually started the products not long after joining, because I'm on a serious weight loss journey myself. So I started by taking our complete shakes, and I absolutely love them. I'm not very good at doing breakfast. I can for my kids, not me. I can't stomach it. I'm on a lot of medications because I've got fibromyalgia and other autoimmune diseases and other things. So for me, breakfast is really important, and I wasn't doing it. But you know what? Since doing the shakes, I get up in the morning. Once the kids have gone to school, I'm feeling hungry. I want that greatness inside me. And basically, I just have loved our products. Now, I've been taking them for about 3 weeks, and I have already lost, are you ready? 6 pounds. So that's £2 a week. And I'm so freaking happy. It's amazing. Last week, even when it was raining, we'd had a break from doing the 10-minute walk because it was half term and everything. And then we went back. We didn't do the Monday, and we were meant to do it on the Tuesday. Unfortunately, everyone else had some things going on. But do you know what? I didn't let myself down, because I said I'm not going to put excuses in my way. And I went on that Tuesday. I went with my puppy, and I walked up and down, and I even jogged up and down that basketball court. And I was there for 20 minutes with my little puppy. I was listening to inspirational audios, motivational tracks, and enjoying every single minute of it. I had 3 people walk past me, and I'm going, woo, yes, go me. And I'm like, come on, pup, let's do this. And she's dragging on my coat, but I'm not letting it stop me. And I just had the most amazing time. And I just want to be able to inspire other people. I ain't no size 10. And I want to show my journey wholeheartedly, the good days, the bad days, and the ugly days. Do you know what? Some of my videos that I've posted, God, I have gone, look at the state of that double chin. That looks awful. You can't post that. And then I just think, no, I'm being true. I'm being myself. And I think that's so important. And I'm going to Sarah's next event on the 11th of November, and I'm really looking forward to that. But I really want to be a yes mum. So financially, like getting these products sold for me as well is another thing. But I really, really want to assist my weight loss journey, hence doing the complete shakes. I have just introduced the control into my system, and I'm going to be getting the capsules super soon too. I just want to inspire others who, like me, may be ill, but you can get so many health benefits from our products. And I just want to shout, rant and rave about them because they are amazing. And I'm really looking forward to getting a month of the capsules in my system to then report back to my dad, because my dad's not well at all. And then hopefully get my dad on these products because they are amazing.
Oh, wow, Mel's, what fire. Oh my goodness, guys. I don't know about anyone else. I've got goosebumps. And this is the power of our opportunity, that you can find someone like Mel's who can completely transform her health and then other people's health, and can feel amazing doing it. How exciting is that? huge well done, Mills. I mean, can you believe it, guys? She's been in the
I'd
business
just like to add, though, I'm so thankful to both you, Sarah and Erin, because honestly, that day that I went to the event, I was so scared. Like, I suffer with anxiety, and getting on that bus on my own was a massive thing. But Sarah was right there waiting for me with Ellie, and I got so many hugs and was so encouraged when I came in. And honestly, if anyone hasn't been to an event, get to one, because they're amazing. And thank you to Sarah for being so supportive. Like, even on my really bad days, you've been, don't worry about it, I've got you, girl. Love you loads. Thank you, girls. I really appreciate it. And I'm really excited to be part of the Vibe Tribe.
Oh, well, we love having you. And that's the thing, guys. You know, I know that there's been some people in the chat saying it's really hard to find the right people, but you don't give up, because one day you find a Mel's, okay? So, and it can be when you least expect it, and it can be when you've felt like you've been getting lots of no's or lots of negativity, or, you know, you're talking to people that aren't wanting to listen, all of that. You just keep going, because then you find a Mel's and everything changes, and you get that positive energy given back to you, and you realize that you were right to continue all along. Okay, so I want everyone to just take note of that and just go, you could be speaking to the next Mel's, okay? 3 weeks ago, we didn't know her, and now she's an incredible member of our team. Thank you so much, Mel's. Well done, darling. Okay, guys, our next speaker is the incredible Kelly Quick. Now, Kelly, I've become so organized, guys. You'd be proud of me. I've now printed out my notes rather than scribble notes. I know, I'm growing. Okay, so Kelly became a Juice Plus customer in November 2022, so not that long ago, really. This is an incredible journey. She fell in love with the products within 3 weeks, and then joined the business as a Juice Plus partner at the end of November 2020. At the time of joining the business, she was trying to save a previously owned traditional style business that was struggling in the pandemic, and she was holding down a full-time temporary call center job. She needed to supplement her income lost from the business, all whilst juggling a 3-year-old in a lockdown scenario. So, you know, she could have given every excuse not to do this, right? Kelly quickly became obsessed with evening calls and helping people, getting consistent with her DMO, and within 5 months became SSC in the business. That's incredible. After attending her first event in Harrogate in October 2021, Kelly came away feeling inspired, and in particular, after listening to Simon Bowler, she came away, she devised a 90-day game plan, which she put into action, and within just over 90 days in January 2022, she hit QNMD. Woo! That's some speed, and it just, wow. So I am going to hand over now to Kelly Quick, NMD.
Good morning. Can you hear me okay? Good. Thank you for having me on. These are my favourite calls. I absolutely love these morning calls. And what an incredible morning we've already had. And it's so nice to reconnect with everybody after Brighton last weekend. And this is part of how I work on my mindset. So I've been asked to talk about getting the right mindset, and getting on these calls, getting in rooms face to face with one another, feeling each other's energy is all part of building your mindset. I feel like a proud mum this morning because Jen and Jodie are both in my team, but hopefully it came across from listening to them about how passionate they talk about mindset. It's something that I really instill in my team about how it's so important, because when your business is going amazingly, when life's going amazingly, you know, everything's great. But when times are tough, if you hadn't have been working on your mindset when everything was great, you're going to struggle even more so when times are tough. So it's really, really important to work on your mindset. And the first thing for me with this business is really understanding the potential that this business has for you, for your family, and for life. really getting to understand the compensation plan. Like, we've just had an amazing presentation about the compensation plan, the marketing plan. It's really important that you understand the potential in this business. I joined not knowing anything about this company. I just knew that I loved the products and how they made me feel, and if I could help an extra person feel great, then fantastic. I didn't know when I first joined the full potential. But I got onto calls like this, I got to events, and that helped me to build my understanding. Going on from there, I think it's then about deciding what you want from this business, because we're all different. We all have different hopes and dreams and things that we want. So deciding, are you going to treat this business like a business, or are you going to treat this business like a hobby? And that's totally up to you. There's no right or wrong. But if you treat it like a business and give it the respect that it deserves, you're going to get a significant income back if you show up and you stay consistent and you stick with the business and you work really hard. If you treat it like a hobby, you're going to get hobby money, and that's okay if that's all you want. But I think you need to make that decision. And for me personally, very early on in my journey, I understood the potential of this business, and every single day I've shown up in my business treating it with the respect that it deserves, so that I will be able to generate the income and the life choices that this business is going to give me. So I think making that decision is really, really important. I didn't have belief in myself when I joined this business. My self-esteem was rock bottom. Erin talked about my journey in the beginning. I owned a traditional business. I had a very successful corporate management career, and when I became a mum, I decided that I didn't want to go back to that, and that knocked my confidence. I didn't realise about sort of like losing my financial independence, how that was going to impact me. And then when my business was impacted by the pandemic, although I knew realistically it was the pandemic that was causing my business to fail, I took it very personally and felt that it was on me. And as a consequence, my belief was really rock bottom. So I borrowed my belief. So if you don't believe in yourself right now, borrow the belief from the people around you, because they will believe in you. They'll know what you're capable of. And I borrowed my belief from my mentor, and I didn't even know her. Like, I was a DMO ad for her. I became her customer and, joined her team. So borrow the belief from the people around you if you don't have that belief in yourself just yet. So I'm just going to run through some of the things that have really helped me for strengthening my mindset. Now, if you were in Brighton at the weekend, you need to have a why, but just drop some like sad crying emoji faces if you were bawling your eyes out when Kev was on stage. I know it wasn't only me that was full on. So your why is so important. And I hit NMD September last year. I was on stage, and every single day between QNMD and NMD, I visualized my why, which is my daughter. It obviously goes a lot deeper than that, but I visualized being stood on that stage with my daughter, which I know made Kev cry. And then he got his own back this weekend just gone by making me cry. And he took it to another level. So he talked about, you need to have your why, but why is it your why? And why is that your why? You just get going on. Like, you need to have a why that makes you cry. You've probably heard that before, but it's so, so true, because there are going to be days in your business where you don't want to show up, but you need to show up. And you're only going to do that if you know why you're doing it. So take some time out. If you've not done it before, just go and have some time out away. Go to, my special place is a beach. Just sit there and just think, why am I really doing this? Because on the tough days, you need to be able to pull that to the front to help you to show up. For me, calls and events are so, so important. We're really lucky that we have this technology that enables us all to come together from different places all over the UK, all over the world, and bring ourselves together. It's really important to utilize these calls. They top up our armor, and they help us to be stronger. They help us to learn from one another, and they're so, so important. And they bridge the gap between the events. Like, if you can't get to events as regularly as you want, then the calls are an amazing way to bridge that gap for you. I became obsessed with the calls very, very quickly. I ditched television. I no longer watch telly. For me, I've replaced it in the evenings with calls. And I just can't recommend getting on those calls as much as you possibly can. If you can't get on them, do take time. They're so good at recording them. Do take time to go back and replay them. And you can replay them when you're doing some exercise, going for a walk, whilst you're doing the dishes, you know, cleaning the house or whatever. But do take time to go and find the links and go and replay back the calls. What else? Events. I mean, if you were in Brighton, you'll know how important that was for your mindset. Like the energy that even the team that I have that weren't there, because they were so invested in our energy and our content and how we were behaving, that energy was contagious. So you have to get to events. It's so important for having the belief, for feeling the community, for seeing people's success, for seeing people you know, how they've come out of tough times and how they've rebuilt. Like all of that is so important to get to events for your mindset. Another one for me is one-to-ones. Like as an NMD in the business, you'd think that I know what I'm doing and perhaps I don't need to have a one-to-one. I can promise you every single month before month end, I will be asking my mentor for a one-to-one. It's so important. It gives you focus, it gives you clarity, and it can help like reaffirm what things that you already know. It's just really important to have your one-to-ones and to make sure that you're offering one-to-ones to your team members. Another area for development that's great for your mindset is reading. Now, I'm not a reader. I have been doing 75 hard. It's a tough subject for me right now because I failed yesterday on day 54. But reading was my biggest challenge. So I needed to read 10 pages a day. But honestly, just find books that really ignite things in you, and it can be a bit of trial and error. But it's really important that you work on your mindset. For me, I do a lot of audio, so things like Audible is great for me. I absolutely love it. So utilize that if you're not a reader. The other thing that I find really helpful is YouTube. I listen to YouTube all the time, but you do need to find the people that work for you. I love shouty people. So I love people like Andy Frizella. I love Eric Thomas, Eric Worre, Jim Rowan, we hear talked about all this time. I absolutely love listening to him. Big Al Schreider, Jessie Lee. So there's a real variation there of people, Tony Robbins, but you have to sort of like just play around with it and find out who works for you and who engages and motivates you. But I listen to YouTube sort of podcasts every single day. I absolutely love it. And I know Jen talked about it. When you get into your car, do you put your radio on or do you put self-development on? When you're going around the house doing like hoovering or doing the dishes or putting the washing out on the air or whatever, what background noise have you got going on? It's an opportunity to be able to have self-development. So use that time to develop. Some other things that I do to work on mindset, dream boards. You will have heard Jen talking about her dream board. Making sure that you've got everything, and do create your dream board with your children. My daughter loves putting things on there. She also loves ticking it off when she's done it, like horse riding lessons or swimming lessons or whatever. So do your dream board with your children. Don't be afraid to do that with them. But also have things like Club 1, Club 3, Club 6, Club 9, going to Rio, like, you know, just, and have it visible. Don't create your dream board, like ours is in our living room. Don't have it, like create it and then go and put it away somewhere. Have it out, because what I do is I come down in the morning and I just look at my dream board and I just think about how it's going to feel to put the key in the front door of that house, how it's going to feel being whizzed around on a ride in Lapland. Like, take that time. That's part of my morning routine, which is like visualization and looking at that dream board, because again, that's going to make you show up on the days that perhaps you don't want to show up, but you need to. And I've just touched on it, but visualization is really important. Like I said, from QNMD to NMD, every single day I visualized me and Dory stood on that stage. I thought about what I was going to wear. I thought about the music that I was going to come on. I wrote my speech that I was going to say. So think about your moment for NMD, or think about your next position. How is it going to feel? What's that bonus going to enable you to do? And if it's a holiday and you get to tell your team that you're taking them somewhere, how's that going to make you feel? Bottle that and then just feel it every single day. What I would say is, like, with the dream board, the reason why I love having that tangible dream board in front of me is because when times are tough, and for example, between QNMD and NMD, I went through a relationship breakdown and separated from my husband and had to move house. If I'd tried to pull images from my head about the things that we wanted to achieve, I'd have struggled because of where my head was at the time and the worries that I was having and things like that. But because I had that visual board, and again, similar to Jen, I've got the images on my phone. And when I go into WhatsApp, I spend a lot of time in there. The background is of Rio. All of that really helps because I don't have to work so hard to see all of those visuals. They're just there and they're around me all the time. Just a couple of extra little things. Gratitude. I introduced gratitude about a year and a half ago now, to my sort of like daily practice. So I write down 3 things that I'm grateful for, and that could be things that I've got in my life, things that I want to manifest into my life. It's impossible to be grateful and miserable at the same time. But honestly, if you practice gratitude, it's such a simple, nice task to do. But when something goes wrong in your life, you respond to it in such a different way if you've been practicing gratitude. So it's a really simple thing to implement, but the power that it has when tough times come is significant. So I can't recommend gratitude enough. Affirmations have really, really helped me. So I think about the skill sets or sort of the attributes that I need for the next phase of my business, and then I will build my affirmations around them, because if I tell myself that I am them, then I will subsequently become them, because I'll level up and step into that person. So, take time to do your affirmations daily. What else have I got here? So I'm just looking at my notes. I just think that working on your mindset is so important for the tough times, and that this business has helped me personally and professionally, because I've been working on my mindset. It's also shaped the type of mum that I am. My daughter, who's 6 years old now, she does her gratitudes every morning with me as well. And I would never have introduced that concept to her if it wasn't for this business. So it's really, really powerful. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm conscious of time, but I have got a guest on, so I don't know how you want me to bring her on.
Absolutely amazing, and so true, Kelly. Thank you so much for reminding us all of those things as well, because mindset can easily be put to one side, can't it, when life and business and everything sort of comes in, and that's when we really need to dig deep and use that mindset practice. So thank you so much. Yes, so I believe that you've got the incredible Pammy. So
I have got,
yes, wonderful.
so
James, are you able to? James, are you unmuting?
Yeah.
Yes. There.
So I'm not going to say too much because I'll let Pam say it, but Pam joined the business at the end of April this year. She hit Partner Plus very quickly, but I'll let her tell you about that. But the thing that I love about Pam is she has embraced events like nobody's business. She's at all of them. She was at the Power Day, which was just a couple of weeks after she joined in Birmingham, and she's really embraced the power of events. So I'm just going to get her to just go ahead and share her story.
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
You can hear me. Yeah, sorry, I'm very nervous because I haven't done anything like this. And so for me, this is great because it's stepping out of my comfort zone. So I'll just very quickly go into it. I joined Juice Plus purely because I had my own health reasons. I went to a friend of mine who's a pharmacist, and I'm obviously suffering with a little bit of alopecia. And I said, well, what can you do? Or what can you suggest? And she's gone, well, I'm taking these supplements and my eyebrows are growing, my eyelashes are growing. And I said, whatever you're on, I want some. And she did mention that there's an opportunity to join for £1. And I was a little bit of a mini skeptic. And I was like, let me just try the products first. Then I'll think about joining. And then I realized she's not a person that puts any kind of rubbish into her body. I slept on it for about a day, and then the following day I said, right, what's the £1 sign up? Let's go. And hand on heart, I literally did not know what on earth I was getting myself in for. And I'm so grateful. That I got involved. Sorry. Only because we have an amazing community of a team.
You got this, Gunny. You're right.
That wrap their arms around you when you're having tough times. This last month has been tough for me. Let's not go into that. Anyway, I joined because I have a patch of alopecia. I started to notice that there was a lot of change in that area, and it started to really grow quite quickly. So I was really happy with the results there. And I literally did not know the power of the products. And now I do. And I absolutely love them completely. I have an underactive thyroid. I have type 2 diabetes. And since being on the products, my diabetes sugar levels have dropped by half. So I'm absolutely amazed with that and quite shocked. I'm a person that I love my junk food, and so do many people, I'm sure. But as soon as I got onto the complete powder shakes, I noticed that I was getting this extra burst of energy. Forget the uplifts. It was the extra burst of energy from the products, from the capsules, from the complete powder. And so I think that really helped with my diabetes, getting a bit more active. Absolutely loved it. I'm slightly, I'd say, perimenopausal. My mum went through lots of hot sweats. I am 46. And thankfully, I think the products came to me at the right time in my life because I'm not suffering any hot sweats. So amigas. And very lastly, what I will say, I know Kelly mentioned it, is that I have literally jumped on every single event that I can get onto, even to the point I wanted to get to Cornwall and jump in my car and probably sleep in my car because accommodation was a bit pricey. Kelly's gone, Pam, that's the one you don't want to come to. You know, everyone's just having a bit of an ease up, but I really wanted to get to all events. And convention was my first convention, and I was blown away and totally and utterly overwhelmed, just like Mel was. And yes, my mentors have been absolutely fantastic. I've got Kelly Quick, I've got Amanda Cowley, I've got Bav here, I've got people like Nesh as well. I link in with Nesh as well occasionally. So I've got amazing mentors and uplines that literally wrap their arms around you at the least time when you expect it. So we are an amazing community. We are an amazing company. We have amazing products, and boy, have they changed my life. So that's me. So I just lapped up everything, as you know, everyone's just gone, do this, get on your DMOs, start talking to people. My one thing I did not necessarily always do was get in inboxes. And I realized that a lot of the work was there as well. And then as soon as it was a case of everyone's gone inboxes, as soon as I've got there, then I've gone, right. So within the first 4 days of joining, I hit Partner Plus. And within the first month of joining, I hit Senior Partner. I then managed to reconfirm, and I'm now gunning for Senior, SC, Sales Coordinator.
Amazing. And I'm sure you will absolutely smash it. Well done, Pam. You absolutely, I think your honesty and your realness is really inspiring. So thank you so much for sharing. And everyone, please give it up for Pammy in the chat. It takes a lot of courage to come on these calls, you know, and yeah, you absolutely smashed it. Well done, darling. Brilliant. Now, our next guest really doesn't need an introduction because he is sensational. If you haven't YouTubed Dave O'Brien, what are you doing? Go and YouTube him now. Go and search for him on Google. Absolutely incredible. But I am going to give you a quick bit of his bio. So Dave O'Brien, NMD. Dave joined in March 2013. He was Club 39 by the August of the same year. Oh my goodness. He was PMD by October of the same year. Club 100 by January 2014. That was a pretty crazy year. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. For the first time in his life, Dave is doing something that matters, that makes a real difference in people's lives. He's been able to release himself and... Wait, hang on. I've been given the wrong description. I've been given someone else's description.
Oh
You can give me any description, I don't mind. I was beginning to say, wow, this sounds even better. Keep going.
It was when I got to the bit. Yes. So live TV, guys, live telly. Crossing live now. This is what happens on live television broadcast. Yeah, let's just say we're with BBC, not Sky right now. That is hilarious. Well, I am just going to give a little bit of a description about what I know about Dave, okay? And then he can share his nuggets with you. So from what I know about Dave O'Brien is that Dave O'Brien is an incredible man who has built a fantastic Juice Plus business. He runs deserts, like he runs marathons barefoot, like in the desert. It's insane. He is fueled by Juice Plus. He transforms the health of everyone that follows him. He is absolutely sensational. And I have had the privilege of sitting in the audience when Dave has spoken, and he's the most incredible public speaker. And he just is so inspiring and motivating. So that is Dave O'Brien, according to Erin O'Toole. But Dave, please, can you share your wisdom with our audience today?
Erin, thank you very much. Whoa! Well, you don't know what you're letting yourself in for. This call was going really, really well until you brought me into it. I have a load of grandkids, as my wife says, they have to come down to my level. So, and I still have the nail varnish on from my 5-year-old Robin. But that's what life is all about. Come on, and this is what this incredible, amazing business has given me, a life. It's just an amazing life, I have to say, and choices, which it's all about. Just a little bit of background here. I was at a meeting many years ago. I was bundled into a sack and into a car and then thrown into this meeting, and it was some guy talking about Juice Plus. Now, I've been in the water business days, so I'm 30 years in the business, like James is even longer. And so I love the water, clean water on the tap. And then they said they were bringing fruit and veg in a capsule. Come on, give me a break. I eat fruits and veg. I don't eat capsules. I've never taken a tablet in my life, and I never will. However, the guy who introduced me, Eddie, he said, you're coming whether you like it or not. So I sat there in the audience. You know the way you're kind of like a bold child? I don't want to be here looking at my watch. And we had this nutritionist speak, which was fantastic. We had a chef, a Michelin chef, about 1,000 people at this Juice Plus event. It was the launch of Juice Plus in 1995. And so I was going, yeah, sounds good and all that. And then our Olympic swimmer came in, Gary O'Toole, and he said this. He said, you know what, guys? He said, I spend more time in the water than I do on land. And he said, my coach, he said, brought me this stuff behind me here. And he said, where are we? Let me get it. They weren't in these fancy new tubs, by the way. They were in the old, which I have there as well. And he held these up and he said, my coach gave me these. And he said, Coach, how much do I take? He said, it doesn't matter. You can't overdose on a bit of broccoli, okay? It's only food. And so he took it, and he said, after a month, he said, I found no difference. After 2 months, I found no difference. After 3 months, I found no difference. I turned to Eddie and I said, I think it's going to be pear-shaped. I think they better get a different speaker. But what he said next, Erin, and this always, this is why I'm in the business today, was profound. He said, I found no difference, but my doctors did. And then I said, oh, okay, come on. So he said that, they found that they because WADA, the World Anti-Doping, they were obviously taking his bloods and testing him quite a lot. And they said that they found this antioxidant level in his bloodstream and just soared. And of course, when you're antioxidant, the good guys go up, the bad stuff goes down, your free radical damage. And free radical damage, predisposes to everything, illness, wrinkle, you name it. The bad guys had gone down by over 75%. Now I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, come on, I'm from the Wild West in Finglas and Dublin. And you know, this guy, a couple of things. He's either over exaggerating, he's overexcited, you know, misinformed, or maybe he's just giving us a load of crap. But what if it's true? What if man had found a way to get this incredible food, grow it in nutrient-dense soil, leave it on the tree until it's vine ripened, give me that array of food, which I couldn't normally eat anyway, and boom, encapsulate it and keep it alive, enzyme intact. What if that was true? I mean, the big problem the world faces today is nutrient-dense food, even if you do eat your fruits and vegetables. I mean, the nutrient density in a piece of broccoli today to what it was when I was born in 1954, there's no comparison. So I'm thinking, what if this is true? And then I said, okay, it's worth at least the price of a cup of coffee a day. And that the rest is history, right? And so bring you more up to speed. I just fell in love with the product. And I went on a mission from God, right? I went out there, and if I met you, Erin, I'd lift you up and your legs would be dangling, and I'd throw up in you on Juice Plus for a half an hour. And then when you went to breathe, I would shove a box of Juice Plus down your throat. And so I lost everybody, including my family. My wife told me she'd divorce me if I didn't stop talking about it. My kids told me what to do with myself in a nice way. But here's the deal, right? My passion never eased. Yes, I went around about it the wrong way. You know, my lips, you know, and legs went in the wrong direction. My heart was in the right place. But here we are today, 30 years later, okay, 28 years in Juice Plus. I've been taking Juice Plus 28 years. My wife, 25 years. My children, 4 kids in their 40s now, have been taking Juice Plus for 23 years. My 5 grandchildren are Juice Plus babies. That is the legacy of Juice Plus. And you know, it's incredible because it's such a simple thing. Juice Plus is not a capsule. It's a what would you call it? I suppose. Oh. Juice Plus is kind of like catalyst. That's the word for it. It is a catalyst for everything in life. Like you heard the story there from Mel's. It was incredible. She came across this, but what else happened? She started to eat better. She started to exercise. It's a catalyst for life. So it's not just something in a capsule. It is everything. And, you know, funny enough, I did a little diagram there while everybody was talking. And I was saying, you know, the title of the talk, James asked me was, why am I so passionate about the Juice Plus company and Juice Plus? You know, I'm 30 years in the business. I'm still jumping out of my seat. I still wear the badge of honor here, right? And even when I was out running in the muck and dirt yesterday, up to my eyes, up to my arse, and I was really covered in muck. The fields had been flooded, running in the bare feet. I still had that on, you know, my running gear. I wear that Juice Plus with pride because it has changed not just my life, but so many other people's lives out there. It's insane. And, you know, getting back to, you know, I owe Juice Plus everything. I really do. You know, Jay Martin, the legacy of Jay Martin, he's been very good to me. I got to speak something that I would never have got in my lifetime. I got a life. I got to speak all over the world to hundreds of thousands of people. I know my wife says I suffer from ASD, attention-seeking disorder. And I guess there's truth in that somewhere, okay? But having said that, you know, it's a two-way street. It's that zap, it's that energy. It's shot in the arm for me, the shot in the arm. We're all on this journey together. So it's never about me up there and the people. It's all of us together going in the one direction. And Jay Martin gave me this incredible opportunity to go out there and just be a storyteller, like all of us. And, you know, you don't have to be a desert runner or a world record holder. You know, and I often say there were only 4 deserts when I did that world record. There were only 4 deserts, and I choose to do them. But people, Erin, have their desert every day with depression, with you know, bullying, with you know, alcoholism, with degenerative disease, and they have to get up out of bed every single day and put one foot in front of the other. Now that's a desert. So it's those people that totally inspire me. Look at all the guys that were on the call today. I mean, it's just Kelly and Metz and all the gang. It's incredible. And Shanton, thank you very much. It's not very often that I'm on the same page as Usain Bolt, by the way. So thank you. I appreciate that. But hear those stories and Pam, you know what I mean? And there was a lot of talk. I know Kelly talked about find that what ignites you. And that's the key. what is it? And we all have it. Believe you me, it's inside us. We just have to reach in and pull it out because it's there. And to hear that story, Pam's emotion, and you can see where that she's living her life. She's doing what she absolutely adores now. And it's just, that's what our business is all about. And I remember talking about passion, and so getting back to a little bit about my background. I started running many years ago. I'm almost 70 now, and I started running when I was 35. And by a race going through my village, a marathon, and I went out and I had a look, and I thought, woo! I said, this is incredible. I'm going to do something like that, and I did. And in those days, it was kind of marathons were kind of new. Juice Plus wasn't around at that time. Went in, did my running, and didn't train for a marathon, of course. Bought running shoes in those days, but didn't train. Tore ligaments in both my knees. I finished, by the way. Oh yeah, finished. In a bad shape, to be honest. I was okay, physically and that way, but my knees had gone. So my wife met me, and she ran over, and she was very upset, and she was hugging me, and she said, never again. And I looked over her shoulder to my brother, and I went, and I made another decision in life. Like my instant decision with Juice Plus, I made another decision that I would run another race, but this time I would train if I could get my knees right. I hadn't a clue what torn ligaments were, but if I could repair them, I would train, and I would run one more marathon and without injury. Well, that's many years ago, and I don't know, I've run about 800 races around the world, from mountains to cross country to deserts. And then I was doing a talk in Long Beach, California, and everything was fantastic. And I was telling the audience, that I had just announced that I was going to become the third man and the oldest man in the world to try running 4 of these deserts. And these deserts entail running 6 days in a row, running a marathon every day. And on the long day, you run 2.5 marathons. So the total amount is about nearly 200 miles. And you're running with a backpack, and you're running with your sleeping bag, your water, your food, your clothes, everything on your back. And the sun is just tearing you apart. You put zinc on your lips because they'll just bubble up. And I saw some horrendous things out there. But anyway, so to do not one of them, not 2 of them, not 3, but 4 in the 1 year, as that only 2 guys had done it. So I sort of made this announcement I was going to become the 3rd guy. And of course, everything was grand except my wife was in the audience, and I hadn't told her. So she just said, don't let the door hit you on the way out, which was lovely. No, she didn't. But here's the thing about that, right? I often laugh when I think back. My sons were going, woo, come on, Dad, the Irish Superman. But my wife, my daughter, my mum, Lord rest her, the ladies of the family, they were horrified. And it's not that they were worried I'd get sick or injured. They were worried if I got sick or injured, I wouldn't stop. And they were right. I wouldn't stop. And by the way, for all the men on this call, that is not macho. That's stupidity and selfishness. And I realize that looking back now, because people died trying to do what I did. It was really sad. And that's another story, as some people have heard me speak about it on stage. But getting back to that whole affair in the desert, what kept me going there? As you well know, one of my taglines is the difference between fitness and health. And on that, one of those days in the Gobi Desert in China. So I went into the Atacama Desert in Chile, 200 miles, the Gobi Desert in China, 200 miles. Then I had to go to the Sahara Desert in Egypt, 200 miles, and finished off in Antarctica, minus 30 degrees wind chill. It'll freeze your lungs. So as you're going from plus 46 degrees to minus 30 degrees, I began to understand how only 2 men in the world had actually done this. And I'm not an elite athlete, by the way, but here's the difference. Why was I so confident that I could do that? My mindset was ridiculous. I was going to do it if I had to come in on my hands and knees screaming. But there has to be more than that. And the more than that was, wait for it, was it fitness? No, I wasn't that fit. I was running around the fields a couple of times. I didn't really even train for this stuff. It was my repair. And guess what? You got it. This is the micronutrients at the cellular level that repair your body, and the complete is the macronutrients. We need both. Imagine pumping that kind of nutrition through my veins every single day. What was going to happen? So I came across a guy had died the day before in the mountains, a very sad 31-year-old American. So the following day I said, it's not going to happen on my watch. And this is very relevant to Juice Plus and my passion. The following day I said, it's not going to happen on my watch anymore. So we had 110 kilometers to do this day, 46 degrees, insanity. I come across, I was on my feet for 20 hours. I was okay, I was fine. And I come across this desert, the sand dune stage. And there was a guy in the distance, came across him. Hugh, his name was, from the British Army, 27 years of age, half my age, fitter than I could ever be. He was training 100-mile runs with a backpack. The guy was insane, but he was in a bad way. He was very ill. I'm not a doctor. I had him for 5 hours. I couldn't carry him. I put his arm around my neck. We'd walk a bit. We'd stop. He laughed. He cried. I slapped him. We did everything. But he was incredible. He was my hero because he took my pain away. And I knew we couldn't, you know, I just couldn't have on my conscience if anything happened to him. Thank God got in time. And when we did, I have a picture, and I show that picture. Many people have seen it around the world. But when that picture was taken, the next minute he swung around his other arm and he hugged me and he cried like a baby and he would not let go. And I put that picture up on the big screen. I'll tell you what I do. He's hanging over my shoulder. He's half my age, fitter than I could ever be. And I get a pointer and a laser beam and I circle my face. I look this ugly mug. I look like I look now. And I say, that's health. And then I circle Hugh's head and I say, that's fitness. And then I explain the difference between fitness and health. It's all about cellular repair. Come on, we have $1 trillion body. You put your finger, it heals, you get a cold, it goes away. We just need to fuel it properly. We can do more for our bodies than the best physician on the planet. I want to slap people at times, but it's not very politically correct, I know. And just think about this. Why am I so passionate about Juice Plus? Can you imagine in our lifetime? I don't think we even know. We're only touching the surface. We're only scratching. It's only the tip of the iceberg. I'm dealing with a panel of doctors this last 6 months. I was in Berlin recently with Dr. Jared Tulser. He's a pediatric cardiologist, one of the first doctors in the world to perform heart surgery on an unborn baby. The baby's heart was the size of a pea. Dr. Jared Tulser is a huge proponent on Juice Plus. Not only does he take it himself, he recommends it to his patients, to the children he's operating on, to their parents. That is the level that Juice Plus is at. And I mean, I sometimes wonder, you know, are we really even aware of all this? There are 47 peer-reviewed published studies on Juice Plus. There is nothing on the face of the planet, pharmaceutical or otherwise, out there that has anything remotely near that. So we should be very, very proud of what we have. And it has made a difference. For me personally, at 70 years of age, to be out running like that, is it just good luck or good genes? It's not. There is science behind good health. There are reasons why people are healthy and people are not. So that's Juice Plus running through my veins. It is so powerful and over time. And remember, guys, it's not just what you see with Juice Plus. It's what you don't see. I didn't take it to feel any better because at the time I felt okay. I took it because I listened. I thought, hope, prevention. I'm not making claims. It's not a magic pill or a miracle cure, but I can tell you when you pump that amount of raw food into your body every day, it helps the healing process. It helps the body do what it was designed to do, and that's to heal. So yes, it has had a profound impact in my family's life, myself, my wife, my children. I won't go into any of that now, but it has had a profound impact. And as I said, at 70, I have a good health, thank God. That could change. I know I'm not being, you know, arrogant about that. But it's a wonderful, healthy life. And that's what it's about at the end of the day. I never chase shiny things. It's never about that. It's about being the best that you can be. And always, guys, I'll finish on this. Please, it's a message I left when I was running yesterday. Look after you. And that means that I don't have a medicine cabinet. I don't, honestly. I don't have health insurance. I'm not saying that anybody should follow my example, by the way. That's where my money goes into. I would lose everything bar that. That is where it goes in. That's my health insurance. Yeah. And so look, by looking after you, we look after everybody else in this world. We look after our partners, our kids, our work colleagues. What about you? You got to look after you, guys. It's so important because when you look after you, then you can look after many. And by doing that, I mean, get Juice Plus into you every single day. And I know all the people on the call are doing this, and it's just an absolute, to listen to all of you, it's a shot in the arm. I'm 30 years in the game, and still I hear, Erin, I hear the way you are. You know, I see it in your eyes. I see the passion. You know, Shanton, the same thing. Pam, you know, all of you. And of course, Mel's, who's only in the business like a short space. And look at that passion and energy and how it's changing our life. This is what the Juice Plus family is all about. This is what the Juice Plus business is all about. Guys, I've gone over time. I didn't mean to. I just want to say thank you all for what you do. Keep inspiring. God bless you all.
Oh, wow. I've got no words. No words, Dave.
I'm sorry. People need counseling after my talks. I'm sorry.
Oh, I filmed it. I'll have to send it to you. Every single person in this world needs to watch that. Every single person. Absolutely mind-blowing. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, because I don't know, where else in the world, guys, can you tune in for free, okay, on a Saturday morning from wherever you are and listen to someone like Dave sharing that? I mean, that's priceless. People would pay hundreds of thousands of pounds to have coaches like this.
But you're all stars, guys. Don't mind any of this stuff up there. You're all stars. I listen to you and I get that inspiration. It's incredible. And that's what keeps us going, all of us together. And we're only beginning, guys. You know that. We have a lot of work. We have a lot of work to do. The world needs us. People need us.
Absolutely. And it's that collective energy, isn't it, which makes us feel so powerful. It's like, imagine all of these energies coming in, guys, and that's what we've all got. We've got access to everyone's different energies, so take that belief, take those nuggets, take that passion. If you're feeling low, remember this, okay? And that's what you need to do. Tap into it and then use that to fuel your fire,
100%.
And amazing, Dave. Thank you so much. Absolutely incredible. We really appreciate you. You. Right, now, I have double checked my notes now. I am going to be introducing the right introduction. So now we have the incredible Constance, PMD Plus. Now, Constance is a wife and a mum of 4 children.
Erin, we've got Constance's guest on first.
Oh, we've got Constance's guest on first.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay, brilliant. Introducing Constance's guest.
You hear me?
Yes. Brilliant.
Yeah, if you introduce me, I can introduce my guest. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so we're going to do Constance and she's going to introduce her guest. As I said, guys, live TV, who knows what's going to happen? Constance is a wife, mum of 4 children. Now, I think her CV is incredible. She graduated with a BSc in Business Studies, Marketing, MSc in Finance, Risk Management, worked as a Senior Marketing Assistant. Due to her desire to care and help people, she finished studying an MSc in Mental Health Nursing. I mean, incredible, whilst juggling 4 children as well. She started Juice Plus in September 2015 and as a franchise partner with the passion to own her own business and to be able to help people whilst working from home and looking after her family. She believed in the product and the business and her passion to help as many people as she could come across on a daily basis. She wanted them to stay healthy and create wealth. In 2018, Constance won the Rising Star Award of the Year with Juice Plus Company. She also hit International Marketing Director and Executive Marketing Director plus Club 50. Her energy grows by the day. She believes that energy is the power that derives the human being, and having an amazing physical and mental energy will allow you to live a spectacular life. In August 2019, she had hit PMD, Club 75, hit Club 100 in November 2019, which is one of her biggest achievements. However, she then went on for another insane achievement. She hit in May 2020 PMD Plus, which had just become a new position. She hit Club 500 in July 2020. 500. Oh my goodness. Her desire to help more families become healthier and wealthier helped her do that. Her motto in life is never give up on your dreams, believe in yourself, because it takes one person to change your life, which is you. Absolutely incredible. Constance, take it away.
Wow, thank you, Erin. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, James, for organizing this coffee morning. I'm so delighted to be here. I'm always so happy to be part of this community. I'll bring my guest first. My guest is one of my beautiful ladies. Actually, we are classmates in secondary school, and one day we met in UK here, and she's a nurse. She's one of the top nurses in the UK, and she watched me for years. One day she called me, I want to join the mission. And here we are together, running the mission together. Her name is Ngozi Okoro. Ngozi is a mom of 3, and she's a nurse as well. She is actually going for it. She loves what we do, and she loves the community. She loves the products. She loves the business. So, Ngo, where are you? Come
I'm
on board,
here.
darling. Awesome.
Hi, everyone. Hello. So my name is Ngozi, and like Constance said, I'm a mom of 3 kids, and I'm a health visitor and a nurse. I just want to share a little bit about my story, why I joined, because Constance never approached me to come and join the business.
She watching.
It was the other way around. And what happened was I'm actually comfortable, like she said. I'm in a good position in NHS and in my money. However, you know, I just had stories. I was never on Facebook. So classmates would call me and say, oh, Constance bought a car. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I cycle. I love my bike. That didn't faze me. And I will hear like, oh, she bought a house. And I'm like, okay, I've got a house. I mean, that's cool. I wasn't moved. And then that was 2 years, August. I was just sitting in my house thinking, what else can I do? My kids are growing up. I mean, I can't just go back doing extra long shifts. What else? Do you know what? I started making an application to become a healthcare assistant just to earn that extra income. Anyway, they didn't accept me because they thought I was overqualified. Then I got a phone call from a friend that said, Constance in Disney World. I jumped up. I said, no. Whatever that she's doing in this Disney World is going to get me there. I called her. She was on holiday. I said, sign me up. She said, it's £50. I said, just sign me up, just whatever it is. I have never heard about Juice Plus. I knew she was into business, about weight loss. That wasn't my concern because I'm quite fit. I run around like a rabbit. So, you know, I didn't get interested. But when I had the Disney World, I jumped up, and that was because the last time I went to Disney World was in 2016, and I told my kids, you know what, 2 years, we're gonna come back. There was no prospect of that happening. The bank, you know, the account was just draining. I joined up, I signed in, and she sent me information about the Juice Plus company, and I looked at the mission, inspiring healthy lifestyle. I said, yes, definitely, that's me. This is me. This is actually what I do. You know, at work, this is what I do with my colleagues. I do exercise with my colleagues, and I'm really on that mission. And I signed up, and do you know what? My life has changed since then. Not only have I personally developed, whatever I've gained from Juice Plus, I've used in my career, and I've aspired in my career even much more. I actually just got promoted, and that's because I used some of the mindsets, some of the learnings I got from Juice Plus. I was just saying to Constance, thanks so much. For me, it was not just about the money, it's about who I'm becoming, this personal development, you know, this mindset, definitely. I've been using it to support my learners in placement. So I support newly qualified nurses. And when I share things with them, it inspires them. So right now I'm on Facebook doing my exercise. That's actually where you get me. Constance dances and smile. I do exercise. I've actually gone live and done a live video now. And Juice Plus, I really love this mission. We need to get the message out there. People think it's just about weight loss. It's not. Definitely. That was my mindset before I joined. There is much more to it. And the products I got on it to it, I mean, my energy, you know, has even, because if you're into exercise, you know that after exercising, you get tired. But by taking the products, it has really, really upped my energy. So my story is, one thing I've loved about the Juice Plus is my own personal development, my mindset, the way I reason, the way I look at life. There is so much more. I'm not interested in owning the house. I'm not interested in getting a car, definitely. I think it was the mindset of NHS jobs thinking, what's the point? But here we are. And I'm really somebody to watch out for in this company, to be honest. I'm not blowing my trumpet, but this is me. And thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I really appreciate.
Awesome. Wow. Thank you so much. And God, honestly, like our business is all about changing lives. It's all about doing the mission. It's all about, like Dave said, the world needs us. A lot of people need us. And what do? We inspire healthy living around the world. This is our mission statement. And being a positive example and living the mission in our daily life is the best way to get your business successful. Are you ready to take your business to be successful? 2 years ago, I was that mom. I was looking for a vehicle like this. I didn't see. I just want to challenge one or two of you, all of us today, that look, you can be that person that can inspire one person, like Ngozi right now. You can be that one person living the mission, and you can give somebody's life a meaning. How do you get your business to be successful? Remember the mission J. Martin have created for us. The whole world need to hear it. Not only, don't keep it to yourself. Don't ever keep the mission to yourself. When you keep it to yourself, it's like you're killing the mission. That's how I feel. It's like you're not taking the mission to the world to hear, to the world to see. You got to live the mission. And in your own terms, why are you doing the mission? Why are you living the mission? You need to bring it, step to you, closer to you. Why are you doing what you're doing? That's one of the things that can make your business successful. You've gotten the franchise. Tabulate it to your own personal self, Like for me, growing up, I wanted to do more. I wanted to, what I say, I wanted to rule the world. There was a time my mom would say, oh my God, it's my goal. I don't know what you are doing. I wanted to fly. I wanted to inspire more people. I never found the vehicle. Here I am with just the vehicle that can help me reach the world, that can help me touch the world, that can help me touch somebody's health, that can help me as well give somebody's life a meaning, not only in one direction, in health and in wealth. What am I going to do? Am I going to keep it to myself? No. If I keep it to myself, am I going to make it successful? No. So you need to live the mission. You need to live that dream J. Martin have put in place for us. Living that dream might be little dancing you do on a daily basis, little exercise like Ngozi said she do on a daily basis, taking your shake on a daily basis. Anywhere you go, you take your capsules on a daily basis. Share your results. Share your journey. If you don't share your journey, you will not get people. If you don't live the dream, you will not see people that can say, oh my goodness, what is she doing? What is she doing? That inquisitive that people will think we actually make them to come and contact you. Most people that I have today in my business, most of them were watching me on Facebook. Much of, like, because he said somebody was watching me, they called to say, Constance did this. So you need to live that mission. And you need to share that journey as well. Sharing the journey, you can share it on your social media, you can share it offline, you can share it in your church, you can share it in your work. In my workplace today, last month, I got 5 customers from my own job. Anywhere you see yourself, it's an opportunity to share this journey, share this mission, share your products. And the next step I will challenge you as well is you need to create events. Dave, you can remember, we did so many events together. You come to our event, you share. You can do offline events. You can do online events. This is where you going out of your comfort zone to make your business successful. Constance, I don't know how many of you that can take that step today. If you take that one step to say, you know what, I am taking this to the next level. You are taking your business to the next level. Get out of that comfort zone. You know what? I know it's not easy to do events. I know it's not easy to put this thing together, but you putting this together for yourself, going out of your comfort zone, it will really help you to do what? To make your business successful. In that event, I know most of us, like when I started doing my event, you know what I did? I wasn't comfortable. I wasn't, you know what? I'm always a shy person. But I said, you know what? For me to do this, I've seen some people that are successful in the business. This is what they did. Why wouldn't I do it? If they can do it, I can do it. I started negotiating with people that have already in it. But my sound is not great. Sound is not great. Okay, what I will do, I think I might leave here. Let me get another. Can you hear me properly?
Yeah.
Oh, they're saying the sound is not great.
We can hear you.
Okay. Okay, beautiful. Okay. Okay. So I did so many events. I did some offline events and I did some online events as well. So you can start now to do events. Like I spoke in Brighton about some people, you know, most of us were in Brighton, but some people didn't use that opportunity as events. I used Brighton as an event. In that Brighton, what did I do? I was sharing everything. I was sharing the community. I was sharing the excitement on my page. It was an event for me. And what happened? People asked me, what club is this? What is happening here? That was how I actually recruited 3-4 people from Brighton event. So what am I saying? Is that you will make sure that you are expanding your business. Then taking your business to the next level. We are actually opportune to have international business. Are you taking your business internationally? Or do you want to just, you just want to expand your business only in your home-based country? Expanding your business internationally can help you become more successful. That's one thing I understood in the business in my second year in the business. Go international. We have international business. Why not utilize it? Can you imagine you have your business in 30 countries, in 20 countries? What will happen is that when one country is dying, the next country can actually help you, promote your pay lines. Like my business right now in UK is a bit down. Well, German is there. Austria is upcoming. USA is there because what happened is that I took my business internationally. How did I go international? One, maybe you might have a friend that lives in Austria, in Germany. Why not tell them recommend people to you? You can actually find people as well on social media. Let them, even if they are not interested, they can be valuable, recommending people to you. You can add them up. Adding them up, it can bring them to beautiful opportunities like this. They can join. And when they join, they see the vision, they see people, they sharing testimony that can prompt them to join or even recommend more people to you. And when you get one person in Germany, you never know, that person can get somebody in Australia and they can bring that person in your business. That's how your business can go internationally. And lastly, not lastly, anyway, our business, if you don't have a customer, you don't have a business. Our business is customer based. So how often are you getting customers? What are you helping your customers to do? Okay, if you promote with your customers, support them on their health goals. Like most people that are on my team today, they are my raving customers because I supported them and they got good results from the product, from using the product, and I supported them. Some of them became my friends. Some of them will do exercise together. Some of them will take the shape together. And what happened? When they got their results, they were actually referring people to me. And some of them, I shared the opportunity to them. Some of them joined. Some of them said, oh my God, I can't join, but they were able to refer people to me. So looking after your customers can help your business become successful. Remember, our business is all about duplication. When you duplicate something in your team, what will happen is that your team will definitely do what you are doing because they'll be looking out for you because you are the leader. Then the next thing is creating that leadership, identifying who the potential leaders in your business are, and also training them. Everybody is a leader, but there are some leaders that you find out that maybe they just want, they just want 1,000 pounds business pay line. There are some people they want more because you identifying these people in your business will help you focus on what they want and working with them. And when you work with them, you help them develop as a leader and do the same. They will do the same thing you are doing. You set those boundaries for them. You set those goals with them. And when they achieve it, their promotion, their bonuses, they are cashing out. What will happen is that they will do the same thing in their business. And so doing, your business will definitely expand. In all, when you do this, you need to self-develop. Self-development is one of the keys to catapult your business to the next level. This business have, that plus sign, choose plus, that plus sign has a lot in it. When I joined this business, like as I said, I'm not that woman that believed in myself. But through self-development, I've been able to have that positive mindset that Constance, I am the only one to make my business work. Constance, I'm the only one that can take my business to a very successful place. Constance, I'm the one that can actually promote my business. Nobody can do my business for me. Nobody can bring the time for me to do this business. It's me. It's what I make out of it. It's my business. It's my franchise. So the moment you realize this, what will happen is that your business can go so far. That comfort zone of developing yourself, reading, understanding your business, understanding the mission. The main thing is understanding the mission, running with the passion. Passion and vision will help your business very successful. Because even if you are not developing, when you remember what you have, when you remember your business, when you remember your passion, there's this interest that can actually wake you up every day that, oh, I've not done this in my business. You wake up and do it. So I challenge you today, add that plus sign Juice Plus have, that added plus that Juice Plus have given us. Extra, this is extra. Add it to your business and you will see how your business will go to extraordinary. And you grow your business to the next level, successful. And the only person that can do it right now is 89 of us here. You point yourself and say, me. It's me that can take my business to that successful business that I want, that can help me get that residual income, that can change my family, that can change my life, that can change my team members, that can change other people as well. And people will see you as an exemplary of what our mission is all about. Thank you so much for having me today. Love you all. And let's keep inspiring healthy living around the world. The world needs us. This is the time the world needs us. And we cannot do it alone. We can do it together. Together we stand as a team, as a community. Our community makes us strong. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Constance. And I just got to say, a little shout out. Constance has agreed very kindly to be a guest speaker at our incredible London event on the 2nd of December. And, you know, I'm just going to put it out there, Dave. If you fancy making a little trip to London to see Christmas, come and see the Christmas lights. But if anyone on this call is up for coming to London on the 2nd of December, please, please, please come and join us. If you don't have a link or you don't know where to find the link, please reach out to James or myself or Paula, someone, or Constance, you know, someone out there will have the link for you. We are doing an amazing training event during the day with speakers such as James, Constance, John Holowati, Simon Bowler. We've got a recruitment masterclass. We've got a product masterclass. So during the day, we're going to be slaying. It's called Christmas Slay and Play. So during the day, we're going to slay it. We're going to build our business. We're going to set our intentions for 2024. Okay, we are going to go into 2024 with such a clear vision that we're going to just hit the ground running. We're going to start 2024 in 2023. That's what we want. And then in the evening, we're having our Christmas party. Okay, so we're going to be festive. The special man with the beard might be making an appearance. Who knows? Who knows what could happen? But it is going to be beautiful and wonderful. So please come and join us. We've still got 30 tickets left. So it's £10 a ticket. You're going to get so much value from it, and potentials can come for free. So you can bring people, you can bring guests, they can see what Juice Plus is all about, and I can guarantee you they're going to join your team, right? When they come and see the best of Juice Plus community, they are going to join. So come along, have an amazing time and grow a team from it. Thank you so much.
Erin, before you go, just very quickly, you know what happened the last time I went to UK with Constance? She'd only started in the business. I'll never forget it. Constance and Dave O'Brien, boom. It was like something from the Blues Brothers, trampolines. People were doing cat flips. It was woo. And I looked at Constance and I said, you watch that lady. She was on fire. She'd only started. And I was thinking, what is this I'm in the middle of? And we just went crazy. Isn't that right, Constance? So,
yes. That's why I said it. Thank you so much for the support, honestly.
What magic. What magic. Isn't it? Isn't fate an incredible thing? Isn't it?
Yeah.
How we all come together, and you're all here for a reason, right? We've all found each other for a reason. So let's make that reason as magical as possible. Thank you so much to everyone for jumping on today's call. We hope that you feel inspired and passionate, and just go get them. Go have those conversations, guys. Just go share the love, share Juice Plus, share your energy. Let's go make magic happen. See you in London, if not before. Lots of love, guys. Bye.
See Erin. See everyone. See you, Nikki.
Bye. Bye.
All the best. See you, Constance.
Bye.
See you,
Thanks, James.
Hi, everyone.
Always.
Thank you, everybody.
Christmas
Bye. Bless you.
Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
See everyone. God bless. Bye.
Bye.
James.